Hey y'all, welcome back to Oh No Adventures. In this video, we're going back to Callie's Lake and Campground in Stanton, Kentucky to attend Overland the Red, put on by Northology Overland. And once again, we get to go through one of my favorite little towns, Eufaula, Alabama. Then a couple hours later, we went through the city that I dread going through, Atlanta, Georgia. Finally see the mountains. After arriving at Callie's, we checked in and then went to get our campsite set up. When we pulled in, we thought Bill and Deb had played a trick on us and they got there before us, but we found out that Bill had dropped that off really early that morning and Deb was on her way. After we got camp set up, we found out that the vendor village, which was supposed to be down the hill from us, was actually going to be moved right near us. Luckily, they didn't make us break camp. Thank you, Cindy. And now that camp was set up, it was time to take these girls for a walk. Thursday night was a kickoff ceremony for Overland the Red. There were some opening announcements and a few raffles.
Overland the Red, give yourselves a round of applause. Thanks for coming out again this year to the second annual. Appreciate you guys so much. We're going to get this thing cooking. As you know, the radar is on its way. So right here.
Thanks for coming, guys. Bill just told me there's a big front coming through, so we're going to try and just speed this up, abbreviate it. This is the opening night. We've got some fun stuff to give away, but it's not the main event or the meet. So thanks again for coming. Everybody, please give a huge round of applause to our title sponsor, Dan Cummins Auto. Dan Cummins Off-Road is coming down here. Please stop by the booth and say thank you. They are the reason that this is able to be happening here. And so we thank them very much. 061. Anybody got a ticket ending in 061?
The rain came in, but that didn't stop us from going on a night ride. They were taking us to Saws Creek and Pumpkin Hollow, but we first had to travel through the Nada Tunnel to get there. This was so cool. The tunnel, which is 900 feet long, was constructed for locomotive travel. Some say it's haunted by a man that was killed during the construction. Kara from Ozark Overland Adventures was brave enough to stand in the tunnel to get some footage of us going by. That leaned over tree made a few of us have to take the bypass, and the bypass had a big surprise waiting for us at the end. Here it goes. Wait for it. It sounded bad, but luckily just the exhaust tip got dented a little bit. This is the last uphill climb in Pumpkin Hollow, and we didn't know if we were going to make it or not because we sat and watched Bill struggle. He had to attempt it several different times, but then once he got up there, he realized that he was in two-wheel drive. So we made it with no problems. What a nice surprise to find at the end of the trail. We all made it, and it was time to head back to camp for the night. It rained all day on Friday, so by Saturday we were ready to hit the trails again. But first, we had to give Jimmy a lesson in counting.
We're 5.
Who'd Jimmy say 5?
Oh, Jimmy, he's 6.
Hey, Jimmy, you're 6.
Anybody 6?
This time, Bill and Deb were taking us to a place called Sinking Creek. There's a history of drilling for oil and natural gas in these hills, so we saw structures that were left over by the companies throughout the woods. If you hear a bunch of squeaking coming from our Jeep, that's just the airbag that was just put in before we made this trip. I was finally able to get out of the Jeep and get in front of everybody and actually catch some footage of Bill. Bill pulled us off of the main trail onto this rocky area for us to eat lunch. Once everybody was finished, we hit the trails again. We were told that it's called Sinking Creek because all of a sudden the water will disappear into an underground cave, and then later on it will reappear and back up on top of the ground. Right here is where the water is coming out of the cave, going down a little ways, and then disappearing back into another cave. Y'all see this wall right here? Well, you're going to see it again very soon. We went up this trail and found out that it was blocked off. Bill was able to get turned around and then drove himself up the side of the hill to get out of the way. To allow even more room for everybody to turn around, a couple of us drove into this creek, and then the last few Jeeps were able to back up. This was easier going the other way because the rock was on the driver's side, so it was a little tricky trying to get everybody through coming back. There's that wall I told you you'd see again. I think they called this the rock staircase. It took Jeff quite a few attempts, but he finally made it. Danielle just didn't have the ground clearance, so instead of tearing something up, she decided to winch herself. With us having 40-inch tires and 538 gears, Clay didn't have any problems getting up there. We all made it off the trails, nobody had any damage, so it was time to head back to camp. Lily and Savannah rode back there like champs. Once we made it back to camp, we took a walk down Vendor Village. If you're in the market for a different vehicle, look up Dan Cummins in Kentucky. It may be worth the drive for you to check them out. And if you're looking for a camper, Jeremy with X-Grid Campers out of Knoxville can help you out with that. And if it's a mission camper that you want, Justin and Michelle can hook you up with one of those. They can also be found on YouTube under Misplaced Overland. The trails that we were riding this weekend were all part of the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. It's all donation driven, so if you have the opportunity to go to one of their events to help support the trail system, please do. And if you're ever in the need for some custom swag, look up Becker Supply Company. Cindy with Northology Overland was the organizer of this event. She did a fantastic job. It was time to cook dinner, and who says you have to have boring food? It was time for closing ceremonies, which included more raffles, a costume contest for the dogs, and a pumpkin carving contest.
A round of applause. Give these vendors a round of applause. So here we go. I need a little help on this one for the hostess with the mostest. I'm going to say Cindy. You're going to say Pope. Here we go. Cindy.
This is a raven. I think this is a Sam Squanch. I believe this is a unicorn. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a Ford Mustang or a Bronco. Ford. It's a Ford horse. 1 horsepower. And then we have another. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, I didn't carve it, but. And here we have the last pumpkin, the Northwoods Overland Adventures pumpkin. So it sounds like we have three really popular pumpkins. That one, the check engine light, and the Sam Squanch. Let's hear it for the check engine light. Let's hear it for the Sam Squanch. Let's hear it for the Northwoods pumpkin. Oh my goodness. I think the Sam Squanch won. Jody, where are you?
Little technical difficulty there a minute. They're trying to figure out how we're going to do the kids giveaway. But I'm Bill. This is my wife, Deb. We have a small YouTube channel, Callie Overland. Everybody having a good time at the Red tonight? Yeah! Let's give Cindy and her crew another big round of applause for making this happen. So, a lot of our sponsors like to help other people out. One of the newest sponsors that we've got that just came on board is a company called O3 Outdoors. And what O3 Outdoors does is they have an ozone cleaner where you can put a small disc in your vehicle, in your bag where your dirty clothes are, things like that, and it will actually clean all the bacteria and odor out of your vehicles or whatever you have. And we have a couple of those ozone cleaners in these bags. And then a new product that they just came out with is another variation of a traction device. So it's not a traction to board or a go tread. These are actually in these boxes here, and they're a rubber mat that is very thick and very durable for another way for traction control to get yourselves out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but Deb and Cindy are right now, we want to get the kids involved. So, I mean, it's all about kids, right? It's all about bringing them up in this environment, in this family, and having them enjoy the outdoors. So, in addition to everything else that we've done this weekend for the kids, Deb is going to give out a ticket to every one of the kids here, and we have a basket for them for Halloween. This back over to Cindy. Thank you guys again. Please give us another big round of applause for Dan Cummins, not only the title sponsor here, but also the primary sponsor for our channel. They are truly a family that gives. Not only do they give here at the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway and Overland the Red, they also do a lot of other things throughout the community. I know we are very heavily with pets, right? Once a month, is it once a month there or once a week? What is it? Once a week, they sponsor a adopt a pet through the Scott County Animal Shelter. So they really do some good things throughout the community. One of the primary things that Cindy's doing with this event is she is helping a 501c3 nonprofit that's called the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. Now, the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway was started several years ago as an effort to bring adventure tourism to this area. And now they have several hundred miles of trails, and it's a multi-county partnership. And I'm going to bring in Wes Harville. Wes has not only been an instrumental part in the Daniel Boone, but he has also developed a couple of companies out of this adventure tourism. And I think not only has it helped his business, but it's helped multiple others. So here you go, Wes.
So who all enjoyed the trails here this weekend? Yeah! Pretty freaking awesome, huh? That's I'm a firm believer that we have the best public trail system on the East Coast and possibly nationwide. But one thing I do know is that right now we are the only growing public trail system. If they can shut down trails in Moab, everything's fair game. And without people like Cindy with Northology putting on events like this, without sponsors like Dan Cummins, donating, because it's 100% a charity. There is no other money coming in there's no state funding, no national funding to keep these trails open. It is you guys spending money with vendors like Dan Cummins, so they will, sponsor the byway. So we're all very thankful for it, and I guess you'll be telling more what's being given away in the raffle today. You all should have gotten one ticket if you stopped by our booth today, and then some of you I know bought more, and we look forward to seeing who's going to win the big prize.
Blue tickets. Now keep in mind, a portion of what you put into your ticket to come here goes to Daniel Boone. Now, if you bought any extra tickets, 100% of that goes to the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. So whoever bought extra tickets, thank you extra special for doing that. So Jeremy's going to come back. Oh, he's got a ticket already. You have your glasses on and I don't. All right, so let's hear it.
All right, there we go. 387.
Did you have a good time this weekend? Did you sell any trailers?
We did. We did, yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, awesome. Thank you.
All right.
So, 387 3 1.
Are you going to do this again next year?
And every year after that, yeah.
All right. We're not going to do this anymore. Go ahead.
1-9.
Last number's 19.
Three 8-7-3-1-1-9.
You are the winner.
After the closing ceremonies, we finished off the night with a little bit more trick-or-treating for the kids and a nice campfire. Unfortunately, the next morning we would be getting up to go home. The rest of the video contains still shots that I took on our trip there, while we were there, and on our way home. Kentucky was absolutely beautiful, and we're looking forward to next year's event. We'd like to thank Bill and Deb with Cottywampa Overland for taking us on the trails, Northology Overland for putting on the event, and all the people that went riding with us. We had a blast. And thank you guys for watching our channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already.
Oh, no, no, no.